everybody, so today I wanted to teach you kind of 10 tips and 10 tricks for treating adult acne. Now, I already have a video on teenage acne, but just a little disclaimer here. I'm going to be mentioning these 10 tips geared towards adults because this is stereotypically what happens in adult skin. Now, if you're a teen, this may affect you too. So if you're a teen, if you're an adult, if you're anywhere in between, I think this video will be really beneficial to you as well. So you may want to watch and see that even if this is more of an adult problem, maybe you're experiencing it as a teen. And if you are a teen, maybe go check out the teenage video on acne. And if you're an adult, maybe go check out the video on teenage acne too, because maybe that's something that you didn't know or something you've been messing with. So it's kind of like an overall tips and tricks, kind of 20 of them if you watch the other video. But this is generally geared towards the stereotypical adult who kind of has some of these same problems. Also, if you are a child and you have a parent that has acne or that had acne, if you have a friend who has acne who's older, or someone that you know in your life that's basically an adult, maybe you could send this video to them or talk to them about their acne. And don't go and be like, hey, you have acne, because that could be pretty mean. But try to talk to them gently and see if it's a problem for them and say, hey, this might help you. Maybe this is something that you haven't thought of that's affecting your skin. So like I said, this is 10 tips and tricks that's generally geared towards adults, but may also be affecting teens and vice versa. So I'm going to link the other teenage videos somewhere around here. So if you are a teen, or even if you're an adult, you may want to go check that out as well. First tip and trick is kind of a no-brainer, but it's education, and that's for teens and adults. Reason why is because we need to understand how the skin functions in order to treat it. If we don't understand kind of the mechanics of the skin, we're not going to be able to treat it very accurately because we won't really know what we're doing. It's like saying we have a broken car and I'm just going to throw some parts at it. That's not going to fix it. We actually have to know how the car works in order to see what's broken and how to replace it. So that's exactly the same thing with our skin. We need to make sure that we understand the skin and can treat it properly. Also, each of us are different. We're different people. We look different, we speak different, we act different. Our skin is different and our skin will react to different things. Because we have different ethnicities, because we have different lifestyles, our skin is going to react differently to different products. So a lot of adult acne is really trial and error just to see what works for you and what doesn't. Now, especially if you've had acne as a teenager and you've kind of grown up and it's either stayed with you or you got rid of it and it's come back again, I think that these tips are really, really beneficial because it may be a lifestyle factor or something you didn't think of that's causing this new breakout when you're older, or if it's genetic or something like that, maybe you've had it all your life. Maybe these are some things that you haven't tried yet that as an adult will kind of help you. Also, adult skin is very different than teenage skin. Teenage skin is usually tighter, it usually has more collagen, there's usually a little bit more hormones involved, it could be a lot of sweat and stuff like that from them going to school and exercising, whereas for adults, the skin has changed. Your skin isn't like it was when you were, 15, 16, 17. Whether you're in your late 20s and 30s, whether you're in your 40s and 50s, or even if you have acne into your 60s, 70s, or 80s, or even 90s or 100s, your skin is different in all those years. So you kind of need to kind of tailor your skincare to treating kind of the underlying causes of your acne or any other skin problems that you may have. The other thing I kind of want to tell you guys about is acne medications. And trust me, teenage acne is different than adult acne. Medications are going to work different on you than they did when you were a teen, or different than they do on your sons or daughters or friends' sons or daughters or things like that as they're teens. Now, if you're already on antibiotics, do not go cold turkey. Talk to your doctor. Definitely start taking some yogurt or some penicillin, or acidophilus to kind of replenish that probiotic bacteria. Take that immediately, but talk to your doctor and tell your doctor, hey, this hasn't been working. I've been on it for this long. Maybe I want to get off of it, and see what's best. Make sure also that you have a doctor that you really trust, not just a doctor that says, okay, you have acne on, but prescribe you this one. Here you go, bye. Make sure that your doctor actually sits there and listens to your concerns. Do you think that it may be hormone related? Maybe it's stress related or lifestyle related? You want a doctor that's going to go outside of the book and say, hey, we're going to work with what's best for you. So first off, have a doctor that works for you, and second off, make sure that you know make sure that you don't go cold turkey, but you talk about kind of getting off those. Because the thing is that antibiotics for adults are going to react much different. Antibiotics are usually skin thinners. So for teens, generally it works a little bit more. Maybe the teen's skin isn't sloughing off right, etc. For adults, when you take those antibiotics, it's going to affect your liver more, it's going to affect your intestines more, it's going to almost cause a buildup in your body a little bit more, because adults, it's harder to expel toxins than as teenagers. As teenagers, toxins can be really easily released, not really easily, but easier. As adults, that's super difficult, so you may have a buildup of this stuff, kind of like metals in your blood and stuff. So you may want to think about that. Also, as adults, you may have less collagen in your skin. You might see fine lines or wrinkles or deep lines or deep wrinkles. And the antibiotics, if you guys have wrinkles at all, those antibiotics are not going to be very helpful. So make sure that you treat adult acne, not teenage acne. And if you need a new doctor, go find a new doctor, because you should be able to have a healthcare professional that's really there for your needs. So number two, first one was education. Number two is actually meditation and stress relief. A lot of adults are under a lot of stress. Could be stress that maybe kids are giving you. Maybe it could be stress from relationships, either a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It could be family matters. Maybe something's going on in your family that's really traumatic. Maybe a loved one has passed away, or, you know, maybe you're dealing with something that has to do with family, or maybe there's family conflict. Also think about it, work, school. Maybe you have kids that go to school, or maybe you have a really stressful job. A lot of acne, especially in adults, can be related to stress. And a lot of adults don't think that way. But medical kind of knowledge has improved a lot, and it still has a long way to go in my opinion. But I think that adults really need to be mindful of knowing that it could be stress related. Something that I would recommend are simple stress techniques, whether it's deep breathing. I personally love meditation. There's meditation for clear skin, it's just the idea, or even stress relief. And whatever you meditate for, it's just a great way to kind of shut down your mind for a couple minutes a day in the middle of your most stressful situation, and you can kind of lower those stress levels. The lower those stress level goes, the lower those hormone and androgen levels go. So if you're a really stressed person and have acne, that may have a lot to do with it. So lowering those, and even if you're at work, take a 5-minute lunch break, and they have like meditation online. You can put it on your phone or on your iPod, or you can just do it without anything in your ears and just do it yourself. But just finding a peaceful place, maybe going out and taking a fresh breath. When was the last time you walked outside and enjoyed the sky and enjoyed the trees and enjoyed the birds and the wind? Go outside and do that just once a day, once a week, and you'll be amazed at how much it calms you and how much better you feel inside and how much lighter you feel. And it should help your acne dramatically, because it helps to lower those levels and make you a happier person. Number three is that it may be that you need more water. And this is a huge thing. I think that a lot of adults are dehydrated, because as children, for adults, at least from what I've heard, adults were not pushed to drink water. A lot of adults were said, oh, here, drink milk, it'll make your bones strong. Drink water. Milk can actually dehydrate you a little bit because it has some lactates in it. It has some proteins and things like that, and you need water to digest protein. So if you're drinking milk, can dairy be cause of acne? We don't know. I have a video on it that I'll link to you down in the bottom tab. But drink more water, please. And I think that as adults, you guys are busy. I understand that. You know, you're running from place to place. Try to really increase your fluid intake. It'll be amazing for your skin. It'll help you feel bright and alive. It'll give your skin a new glow. And it should help with acne and just kind of decreasing those amount of pustules. Number four is healthier food, and I think this is also hard for adults just because of the busy lifestyle that we live, especially if you guys have kids who are always eating like microwave meals, and it's just so easy. You're stressed, you're tired from work, you come home, you sit down, oh, I don't want to cook anything, you just grab a microwave meal and eat it. That is not healthy for you. And I think that, you know, adults when they're on the go, you know, they're running late somewhere, they just go through the drive-thru. That's like the worst thing you can do for your skin. And I know how hard that is, especially as a teen who kind of lives a busy life. I know how hard it is to eat right, especially when there aren't that many healthy options out there. So try your best to eat right. And some of my actual tips are create little planned meals. Let's say that you love the freezer meals. Take one day, like a Sunday. Take a Sunday or a day that you're off and just have a cooking day. And cook up all these healthy veggies. Cook up a stew, cook up a rice dish, or not rice because it can be a whole grain rice dish, you know, and package these and just put them in the freezer. So next time when you would normally come home from work and be tired and grab a freezer meal, you're going to grab a healthy prepared meal. So it's already prepared, it's like a freezer meal, only it's so good for your skin, and it's full of fresh fruits. not fresh foods, but fresh vegetables or fresh meats or whatever you did to put in there, like a nice healthy casserole or something. And even if you're on the go, make a sandwich a couple days before. Maybe pack 3 lunches on one day and then, you know, go through the week when you have time. Even something as simple as having little snack packs. If you have a big jar of nuts, that's kind of hard to take with you everywhere. It's hard to remember to just grab. Now, if you take out like a measuring cup and pour a certain amount into a plastic baggie, you can have those, maybe put some fruit bars next to it, maybe put a couple apples out, put them in like the middle of your kitchen or something, so that when you're walking out to work and you're gotta go and you're in a rush and you would normally run to the drive-thru, you can pick up a bag of nuts, an apple, a fruit bar, maybe even a sandwich if you have time, and just make that healthy decision. And I think that will be really beneficial to your skin and really beneficial just to your overall health. Next thing to do, and I think this is huge, is get your hormones tested. Teenagers have some problems with hormones, as in puberty and just kind of growing up. Well, of course, as we get older, our hormones are going to change too, and a lot of times our essential hormones are going to plummet. The levels are just going to skyrocket down. They wouldn't skyrocket, they would sky drop. Sky descend. They would sky descend down, and a lot of times that can be really, really, really cumbersome on your skin. Especially women who are going through menopause and things like that, and you know, men who have dropping levels of testosterone. Sometimes you even have an excess of these things. Sometimes you have an excess of estrogen. Sometimes men and women like switch their levels. It's so crazy. Go get your hormones tested. Even if you're not going through menopause, if you're a guy, if you're a girl, just go get them tested, because any imbalance could really cause havoc on your skin and the rest of your body. Especially if you notice you guys are fatigued all the time but you sleep normally, which may be hard as an adult, but if that's the case, could really be a hormone problem. A hormone test is really simple. They just draw a little bit of blood, they test your hormones, they say how much estrogen do you have, how much testosterone do you have, and whatever you're lacking, they'll give you a little bit of cream and you just apply it to one arm. Or if you have too much of something, they'll use a little bit to like lower the levels just so that they're balanced. Now when those levels are balanced, your skin will be balanced. And especially if you're an adult with cystic acne. We have a cystic acne video that I'll link to in the bottom tab, but if you're an adult with cystic acne, you need to get your hormones checked today. And it's amazing what just a little bit of cream of whatever hormone you're lacking, how much it'll help your skin, how much it'll help your mood, and really just help you function better as a person. And, you know, get it checked every couple of years too, because even as an adult, your body is constantly changing. The other thing, maybe it could be an allergy. If you had allergies as a kid, maybe they went away, or maybe you've never had allergies in your life. Maybe you don't even know that you have an allergy. That's the other thing. For instance, you may not be sneezing or coughing. You may not have dry, itchy eyes. You may not have, you know, a swelling reaction in your throat when you eat something. But you could have an allergy to something you're eating that's a very, very minor allergy, and that can cause adult acne. Reason why, let's say that I'm allergic to an apple. Here's a delicious apple. I'm allergic to an apple. Maybe I don't know it because it's not a common thing. I eat this apple. I'm not noticing any difference. My throat isn't swelling up. I'm not going crazy. My eyes aren't tearing. I'm not itching. Nothing. But if I'm slightly allergic to this apple, that means that when it goes into my body and when my body tries to digest it, it will not be able to digest it properly. So what does the body do? The body tries to expel it. Now the body has like 3 different ways of expelling things. You can do number 1, you can do number 2, but those are like after everything is filtered. You could throw things up, or your body expels it through the skin. And that is actually how your body expels the most of its toxins, is through the skin. So if your body cannot process this apple very well, if it has an allergic to something in there, a lot of that is going to be translated into your skin, and your body's going to try to push it out. And as adults, we know it's harder to expel toxins when you're older than when you're younger. So this could be trying to push out and you just can't do anything about it, and it's causing this buildup in your skin, and it's just causing acne or maybe even other problems like itchiness or rosacea or, you know, just other skin conditions. So make sure you go check that out. And an allergy test, I think it's like $300 for a food allergy, but they do like a comprehensive panel. And just see, is there a certain food that I may be slightly allergic to that I didn't know of? And that may really, really help to kind of combat whatever is going on inside of your skin. The other thing is check your medication. I know that as adults, as we get older, doctors tend to prescribe more medication, and because adults usually don't have as much of a healthy lifestyle because you guys are, you know, you're busy and stuff like that, it's harder to have a healthy lifestyle. Doctors put you on medications. Medications have side effects and can cause many problems. So check your medications. Maybe there's something that like you're taking for high blood pressure, maybe if you got out and walked once a week, you wouldn't need that high blood pressure medicine. Or maybe you're taking a medicine for cholesterol. Well, guess what? You wouldn't need that medicine if you could, put down the burger and choose a Boca burger with a whole grain bun instead. And it's those simple choices that all of a sudden you don't need the medication anymore. Wouldn't it be great to get off that medication that's causing these side effects? Don't go cold turkey. Be sure to talk to your doctor, because sometimes if you get off of a high blood pressure medication cold turkey, it'll cause your blood pressure to spike and you can have a heart attack. So please talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor, but just talk to them about, I want to make a lifestyle change and get off these medicines. Because maybe there's something in the medicine that your body can't handle. Maybe it's trying to expel a toxin. Maybe there's something going on in your medications that's causing a problem in your skin. Especially in a medication called, what is it? Corticosteroids. I think that's how you pronounce it. Corticosteroids actually have kind of a side effect of oily skin, which can cause sebaceous oil, which can cause bacteria to grow, which causes acne. So if you guys are on those medications, be sure to try to talk to your doctor about getting off of them, because if you have acne, this could be one of the main culprits, because it's basically a side effect. Acne is basically a side effect of this medication. So be sure to talk to your doctors about those and just make healthier lifestyle decisions in general. The other thing is removing your makeup at night, and I think that teens are a little bit better at this than adults. This is more to women adults as well. I think that women, we're busy, we're working, maybe you have children, maybe you're just a corporate woman, maybe you're both. It's hard to always take off your makeup, especially if you're dealing with so many things. Sometimes you like to take a shower in the morning instead of the evening. Make sure you remove your makeup. I think that adults don't do that all the time. They just kind of wipe it off. Make sure you comprehensively remove your makeup, because especially if you have fine lines or wrinkles, that makeup will settle in there and cause havoc on your skin. So make sure that you remove your makeup, and if you're a teen watching this, remove your makeup too. It's probably easier for teens to do, just because, when you get done from school or from sports, you probably wash yourself and stuff like that. Teens do this too, but teens, if you have parents that wear makeup, make sure you tell your parents or your friends' parents or anyone, remove your makeup at night if you have a skin problem. And I actually have a video on does makeup clog pores that goes way into depth on this that you guys all need to see. So I'm going to link it right there in the bottom tab. You guys need to go look at it. Which will help you with number one, which was education. You guys need to see that video if you wear makeup. The other thing is for adults that I think is really difficult is getting enough sleep. I think that for adults, when you have to wake up early, especially if you have kids or you're up watching TV at night, or if you're like a worker that works 24/7, if you're like a business person or anything, make sure you get enough sleep. Sleep is essential to your body. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, which is why it's so important to take off your makeup at night so that your body can repair itself properly. If you guys don't get enough sleep, your body's going to go crazy. Your stress levels are going to be higher. It's going to be harder for you to lose weight. You're going to be tired all the time. I think this is easier for teens, but adults, make sure you get enough sleep. I can't even stress how important that is. If you guys need to, cut out the TV. If you guys need to, get the microwave meals that you make yourself. Don't go out to dinner all the time. Don't waste your time doing that, and really concentrate on, what do I need to do for my health? You need to love yourself more, and you need to love yourself, and you need to love your health and your longevity more than you love that TV show. Just turn it off or record it so you can watch it on a weekend. You need to do what's right for you. So I know that's a huge thing, and a lot of times that's hard, especially if you have kids or something like that, but it's healthier for you. It'll do so much for your skin, for your mood, for everything. So if you guys aren't getting enough sleep, be sure to get 6 to 8 hours. Tips and tricks for adult acne. Again, those are more geared towards adults, because I feel like adults may have more acne caused to cystic acne or stresses or really lifestyle factors, whereas teens, it could be a lot of hormones. As adults, it could be changing hormones, etc. So make sure that you guys go get those checked out. Again, if you're a teen watching this, do any of these apply to you? Also, there's the teenage video. Adults, if you've finished watching this, go see the teenage video. Maybe that'll help you, or if you have a teen that struggles with acne, maybe that will help them. Teens, if you have a parent that struggles with acne, if you have a family member, if you have a friend's parent, talk to your friends. Say, hey, maybe you want to tell somebody about this, and maybe it's something that they didn't know before. So let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. Again, I'm not a doctor, but let's all share in the comments below and see what we can figure out. So I love you guys all very much. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I will try to get back to you all and see what we can learn together. So love you guys. Hope you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye.